Ever decluttered your whole house and then stared at the stuff that's left thinking, now where does all of this go? I've been there, especially in a small home with basically zero built-in storage. Hi, I'm Bren, and today I'm going to take you all over my house. We're going to go to the bedroom, the kitchen, the bathroom, storage areas, and much more. The organizing solutions I share with you today are beautiful, affordable, functional, and most of all, they won't make your home feel like it's a storage unit. Now, I know a lot of people don't like to have a nightstand, but for me in this small old house, it was a necessity because I not only use it, as you can see from my book or my lamp, etc. I actually use it as my linen closet. I put my sheets, these sheets will fit inside of this thing. Now, I got this several years ago at IKEA. It's technically not a nightstand, but it's one of those universal pieces that I could use all over my house. So eventually, if I decided I don't want to use it as a nightstand, I could think of 10 other uses for this table because, I don't know if you could see, but it has different levels. So those levels come out. You can even use them as a tray. I don't know if you could find it on eBay or maybe Facebook Marketplace. I'll try to look up the name of it and put it in the description below because it is literally one of my favorite things that I've ever purchased at IKEA. And I will say this too, it actually is double. So it kind of looks like a barrel because I put two of these together. It was actually supposed to be a lot shorter, but I needed height because my bed is a little bit higher. If you lack bedroom storage or you have a really small closet like me, I've got the perfect solution for you. Using the back of your closet door or the back of your bedroom door. I use this all over my house in every bedroom. I go on into my daughter's bedroom and she has such a cute room. Here's her cat. I don't know if you guys have ever met June, but she is a beautiful, gorgeous Siamese. Say hi, June. Say hi. Anyway, I absolutely love this. I just think it's a beautiful way to store things as long as you don't clog it up too much. Now, my son is another story. He was just talking to me this morning about it, that he needs to get stuff off of the back of his door and take his jackets and coats back downstairs where they belong. A little channel update, I've got some exciting news. I'm going to be doing 2 extra videos per month all the way to mid-January. We're going to make this the best fall, holiday, and New Year's season ever. So make sure that you set your notifications so you don't miss any of those. If you don't have floor space for storage, use your walls. That is something I learned when we moved into this house. I thought, how am I going to fit my family of 6 into this small, tiny bathroom? It is a beautiful little bathroom. It's really vintage, as you could see, but there was absolutely no storage. And this little medicine cabinet here just wasn't going to cut it. And what I came up with is I have this one wall, just this one little wall. I got this really nice heavy-duty shelf at Ballard Design actually, and I found these baskets at IKEA. Now obviously, since this is a bathroom, I wanted something that was moisture resistant. So every once in a while, they do need a good cleaning, and I didn't want something that was going to get compromised quick. Areas where it gets slightly beat up, I just take it off, take it to my backyard, and spray paint it again when it needs touch-ups. Here's another solution that I came up with, and that is a little bamboo shelf. Now you can see that is where I store our extra little hand towels, and down at the bottom here, I have a couple of things. Now, my family members have gotten this all out of whack, and it is summer, so this is the type of thing we're going to be decluttering and organizing soon. You can see that I decanted our bath salts into a jar, so it looks really pretty. And we have this little thing right here. That is another great organization tool. There, you could see better now. Can you guess what this is? It's actually an office supply tool for pens and pencils. And I repurposed this, and we use it for our nail files and nail clippers, and even, oh my gosh, have you guys ever tried this stuff? It's the Trader Joe's Super Lemon Room Spritz. It's so much better than like Lysol or anything like that. It smells so good. And one of my very best organization tools in here is actually this. It is an umbrella stand. And I'm not sure if you guys remember one of my older videos. I will definitely link it below. I can't remember the name of it. But I asked for everybody's help and in coming up with a solution on how could I repurpose this umbrella stand. Well, you guys came through for me, and guess what? The winner is the toilet paper idea. Putting the toilet paper inside this is just so adorable. And I don't know if you can see, but look how cute that looks. I mean, it's vertical. It doesn't take up a whole lot of space, but it just adds a flair to my cute little bathroom, my cute little black and white 1935 bathroom. Another storage solution for a tiny bathroom, command strip hooks. They have come such a long way from when they were those plastic hooks. You can get ones that actually look like metal. And I just love how these look. And one last thing in here I'm going to show you, it's just got cleaned out pretty good from all of our shampoos and whatnot, is this black shower hook. Well, I guess it's a shower shelf. It's not really a shower hook. I love adding contrast when it comes to this kind of stuff because I think the black just pops and it makes it look more stylish. I am highly considering painting my bathroom, the top part of my bathroom, this color by Sherwin-Williams, and I was thinking it would really go nicely with my new towels. I have had this blue color, it's called Rain something, for several years, and I just feel like I could use a change. I'm not sure you could see how pretty this blue is. It is actually a really, really gorgeous blue, especially when it comes to black and white showers. But I kind of feel like changing it up. Let me know your opinion if you think that that would just be kind of dull and I should keep my blue, or if you think that go for it. Go ahead and get a different color. When I first looked at this downsized house, I thought, oh my gosh, where am I going to put all of my kitchen stuff? I cannot make this work. It is a 10 by 10 kitchen with 2 entryways. One goes downstairs and one goes out into the main living area. So you kind of lose that wall space to put cabinets or whatever, right? That makes it even more difficult. Even if you don't have a small kitchen and you're not tight on space, these items just add beauty to your kitchen, and it might even make you want to come in here and cook more. So we'll start right here. On the top of my fridge, I have a basket. I call it the snack basket. And I absolutely love this basket. It's by Pottery Barn. You can't really see in it too well. It's got giant handles, so it's easy to bring down, and it's pretty lightweight. And I'll just show you this really briefly because I do go over this in depth in my kitchen organization video, which I can link below. But this is another one of those awesome organization solutions for staples in my home, like lentils and popcorn. These things all come in little bags or boxes, and those just don't line up as nicely as this. You can see that pretty much all of my vertical space is used on every single shelf. And not to mention, it's another one of those things that just looks pretty. One of my very favorite things that I have to organize my drawers are these bamboo dividers. I absolutely love them. You can see things like this, like little corn cob holders. They can fit nice and easy in there, and they're contained so that when I want to get those out when we barbecue corn, all I have to do is pull them out of this one little area here. And if I didn't have these dividers, they could be strewn all over the drawer, right? So that really helps contain like items together. This is one of my all-time favorite solutions right here. This is adjustable. I got this on Amazon. I will definitely put a link to this in my description, as well as any items that I talked to you today about. I'll put these all in my description for you in case you need a solution like this. My previous drawer holders, well, I have had several. One was plastic, of course, that did not adjust, and of course it didn't look as pretty, and it would kind of stain up. Over time it would get just kind of gross, and it was cheap looking, and it never ever fit the drawer like this does. So I would suggest, if you're in the market, make sure that you get something that is expandable like this. You can see right here, that is how it expands. So it can get narrower, or it could even go out even further. Not only that, but it does it on both sides. So I can make this little area here wider if I wanted to, or I can make it more narrow. And if I wanted more room over here, this can come out this way and I would have more room over here. Not only that, but here is a really, really awesome solution. Over on the side here, you can see that these bamboo containers are actually stackable. So underneath here is my tea bags. And it's just a great solution for something that would get all over the place in this drawer. And down here, oh, I just absolutely love these little OXO things. I can actually fit a full-size Trader Joe's cereal in this thing. It is awesome, and the reason why I love it is because it's an out-of-the-box solution. Typically, cereal containers are tall, and I thought to myself, well, I want to put my cereal in my drawer. I don't want to have it in the cabinet. I just don't have room, but I do have room in my drawer. That's when I found these. And then all you do is you push down like this. You can see here there's like a little gasket there that keeps everything nice and fresh. That little plastic rubbery thing keeps everything nice, tight, and sealed. We think a task might be overwhelming, all of those little bits and pieces that are in our office supplies, but actually there's a solution out there for everything. And there's actually multiple solutions out there for everything. Over the years, I've put this kind of stuff in bins, and I'd have to dig to the bottom of the basket to get the one I wanted. So that wasn't ideal for me personally. And that's when I came up with the solution here, and I absolutely love it. So for office supplies, think a little bit outside the box. Things don't always have to be in a desk drawer. They don't always have to be in a cabinet. If you're a crafter or you have one in your home, this is something that is constantly used. You can even put this in one of those 3-tier rolling carts and have easy access constantly to it. It could be right there when you need it. So right behind me, oh geez, I'm just looking and I see Gigi right there. She loves to get into the mix. I swear, she really loves to help out. During the pandemic, so many of us had to start working remotely. We just kept thinking that my husband was going to go back to work. And of course, that just never happened. And we actually loved this lifestyle. But it did not come without a few hiccups. When he first came home and started working, basically, we didn't even think of using my grandma's desk that she gave me. It was just sitting here, but it seemed kind of small. So he was always working at my big table. So a few months ago, I thought to myself, how can he use this desk and still have an extra area that's sort of portable for him to have other things on so that he doesn't have to use this table at all? Well, this is the solution I came up with. So when he sets up his work stuff, he puts one riser in one area in the back of the desk and the other riser in the other. But when it's stored during the weekend, when we tear it all apart, it just tucks inside one another. And then as you can see, his monitor is just sitting on top. But more than that, this cart system is absolutely amazing. All of his office supplies are in here. Everything from pens to paperwork, binders, books, anything that he needs is tucked into these 3 bins. And the biggest bonus is these carts are actually just about the same height as his desk. So he puts his extra computer on that. I'm not sure that you noticed, but it's on wheels. And the wheels are super durable. It is crazy. And to boot, these things open up on 5 sides. You got the 2 sides here and here, and then you got the 2 sides front and back, and then it opens up on the top. If you're working remotely at home and you don't have a specified office, you don't have a room where you can just shut the door, this is a shared space like we have, this is an ideal solution that I would highly encourage you to check out. Over time, it can adjust with you. So if you're using it for an office and you are going back to work, you don't have to have that as an office thing anymore. You can use it in a different way. It could offer you storage in a spare bedroom. If you don't have a linen closet, it can be used as a linen closet. There's just so many ways that this type of system can grow with you. Another option to organize your remote, I want to say remote control, but your remote work situation, or even your small home office that's in a shared space, is a cabinet like the one that I have behind me. I absolutely love this thing. So I like to put things in jars, and this is just one of those little solutions I came up with. I got these, I think at TJ Maxx or Home Goods. They're made in Italy. The lids are really great. They just screw on real easy. And I put our little push pins for our bulletin board in here. And I have, and this is my grandma's. I like to look at this actually. She was a big sewer, and she has all of these little push needles. She has all of these little needles here, and really, I couldn't keep these in many other storage solutions, actually. So that could actually hurt you if you're not paying attention, right? So we have our office paper right here. I have these baskets that I know you guys have seen in multiple different videos, and I highly recommend that if you get baskets. I love to have a basket that has open storage, but I also really love to have a basket that has a lid as well. I've done this cabinet so many different ways, and there has been times where I actually stack these baskets down on this bottom shelf here. So you could see you could do 2 high here, and that worked out great too. Even have 2 drawers down here. For me, I guess now I can be included in the small office organization thing. I have some of the things that I use from YouTube here. I have some office supply kind of envelope things and things like that. I love this cabinet so much. You can see it's so beautiful. It's pleasing to the eye, yet it really is practical and functional. So you can have beautiful and you can have functional. It doesn't have to be one or the other. We have been traveling a lot, so this is not looking its best, but you get the idea. When we moved into this house, yet again, I had to come up with a really creative solution for our coats and our shoes, because we don't have a coat closet. Not even an area upstairs that we can make into a coat closet. So originally we had this in our family room, but once we fixed our garage door, we were able to put it down here, and this little storage area here is just outside of our garage entrance, which we now come in through. We don't come through the front door as often. Maybe in the summertime we do, because we leave flip-flops or whatever on the front porch. But this area here holds all of our storage. And you can see we have shoe bins down here below. Even when I had my big house, I didn't have the opportunity or the closet space or the storage area to have something like this. Last year I went through all of this and I got rid of so many things because they were outside of the container at that point. I literally had overflow. And I told myself, just like Dana K. White always says, if you have a container, you can have whatever you want in it, but once it starts to flow out of that container, that's when you need to declutter. And that's what I did last year. I went through all of the things and we only kept our very favorites. My family really loves to decorate. We enjoy all of the holidays: Easter, Christmas, Halloween. Halloween's actually one of my very favorites. I dress up every single year. Having an organization solution for those things to get things off the floor and to make it aesthetically really pleasing and pretty, that's really what it's all about for me. I absolutely love it. Now you could turn these bins sideways like this, and then it would just fit perfectly on the shelf. But for me, I have a lot more Christmas stuff than I have my other kind of decorating items. So I actually put them out where they come a little bit out from the shelf, and I don't mind that at all because I can fit my ornaments over here in the smaller bins, and it just works out great. Also, I will link these little labels in my description. I absolutely love them. I just implemented this last year, and it's one of those things that now when I tell my family, hey, can you go down and get the such and such bin? They can read it and know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just super helpful, and I also think it's kind of cute. You can see these red wreath holders up here. I used to have them going all the way across. I had a wreath for everything. Now I have a Halloween one over here, and I have a Christmas one here. Like I mentioned, I have these bins going side by side, and then these ones over here come out, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I still think it looks fantastic, and it just provides me with a little bit of extra space that I need, and it allows me to fit more bins here. And over here, since we love to have parties, I have a party supply bin, and that includes all reusable things from tablecloths to kind of those little glass hurricanes that you can put and make it look fancy, or you can put flowers in them. I've done that for parties. Down here, I put gifts in here that I intend to give at birthdays or the holidays. It's one spot in my house where I know I can put things, and I keep a running list on my phone of these gifts so I don't forget that I have them, because that wouldn't be good, right? I used to have a bunch of wrapping paper, but now I have this neutral kind that I got at IKEA, and I think you can use that for birthdays or you can use it for holidays, and it works for me. I no longer keep a giant supply of this stuff. I buy it annually. I use it up for the most part, and whatever's left over, I keep it for birthday gifts, just like you see here. I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you have any organization solutions that you'd like to share, please leave them in the comments. I would love to hear them. I am always looking for good ones. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure you take a moment and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to check out one of these next videos that YouTube picked out just for you.